NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Yellow, or go on, Eddie! I'm coming after you! Yellow, yellow! Kill, kill, kill! Go, go, go! Check! Yellow!
Mahomes now on first down. Trying to improvise. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Able to find his running back, Geis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. I'm coming after you. Hey, 5-7. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Time to go right now. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shoot.
Throwing on first down. Madsen. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Kenny Golladay, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. But for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Watch it slip. Watch it slip.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Here we go again. Let's go.
From the gun, Madsen throwing deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
59. Mike's 59. Let's go, let's go. Mike, check. 59.
Operating from the gun. Madsen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Thomas has got it, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
61. Matchbox, right. Hey, 43, 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And again, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice that often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Madsen looking deep for Hilton. It got his man complete. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He gets it to Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
That's right. There's a line. 53. Mike, 53. Your job. 53. 53 at the mark.
Mahomes now to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And Butker able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kenny Galladay His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. McManus's point after is good. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking deep for Hilton, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's 1 step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go! Get it!
From the gun, Madsen. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams. Because right now, everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
And both defenses back on their heels. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On 1st down, Madsen. Looking sideline, incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those. And
he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Off play action. Madsen. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Go.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
From the gun on 3rd down, Madsen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
52's
the mic. What we got? Come.
Operating from the gun, Madsen, and he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are huge.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. From the gun, it's Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Watch the run. Protein spill.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check.
2nd and 1. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. On 1st and 10, Madsen. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line.
Check 52's the mic. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Madsen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready. 53. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, zoom. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 53's the mic. 53. Check.
Operating from the gun. Madsen. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. From the gun, Madsen. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's third down.
Let's go. Kill.
Now here's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
At the 7-yard line.
Line. 57. Coming this way. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Push him back. 15.
They run with Geis. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on 3rd down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike's 59.
Bravo.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun. Madsen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Back to throw. Madsen. And the catch made by Hilton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
They go play action here on 1st down. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
My 52. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stop right there. Hey. 4 down.
2nd and 2. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check, 59. Let's go, tackles.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike 5'9. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. All this.
Smoke. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Madsen. They got a man. It's Woods. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Man up, D.
Go.
Mike, check. 59. Hey, tight. 59.
Hey.
Check, 59.
Spud.
So that'll back him up 5. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot.
A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Why?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 58.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing to start the drive. Madsen, open man is Galladay, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. To throw again. Madsen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Woods, the intended receiver. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Trotted. There he goes right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll look to throw. Ebron caught left side. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Out. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. SOS.
Hey, wahoo!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
59 Mike. Check, 59.
Hey, shoot!
Mike 5'9". I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check.
Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Hey, team 6.
59 Mike. Check, 59. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's
Shoot!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Bravo!
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You better be afraid of me. Mike's 59.
On 4th down, Madsen. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Tighten down, tighten down. There you go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's.
Hey, Delta.
Today you are. Not today. No. Check that.
I'll go. Now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's caught. Ball game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I'd given them the standing 8 count a few times along.
And all he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that would cover beautifully. They'll stop.